We are in Wheaton, Illinois at the all-night flea market, and I have Charles D Moisant from Oak Park.
Yes, sir.
Oak Park, Illinois. And Charles, we were having an interesting discussion earlier, and I said, why don't I just do an interview?
That would be awesome.
Well, this is the interview.
This is the interview? Oh, I better get real serious now.
Or not. Anyhow, back to what you were telling me about. What do you have in your hand there?
Well, I have some of my comic books. I'm a comic book publisher. I also own a haunted house. This is a thing for one of my haunted houses, which is so much fun. Not only is it in English, we have it in Spanish because it's going to be multicultural.
Zombie Annihilation?
Annihilation, based off of the first comic book, Zombie Annihilation, which is actually going to be shipping to stores nationwide in a few days. And I also have done other horror books, and I also do educational as well, which is a lot of fun. But the conversation that started this all off was I sponsor roller derby, which is the Chicago Outfit roller derby team. And part of the ways that we do fundraising is roller derby art. It's incredible. I have more pieces of art left on the inside, which I'd be pulling out posters, flyers, things like that. But this is to help promote roller derby, people of the dervish faith, other fun things like that. Yeah, which is just amazing and incredible.
And
now,
you said you're going beyond that?
Yes. I'm actually developing a comic book. It's being drawn by Cynthia Martin, written by Jasper Sparks. And the main concept of roller derby drama is that all derby girls have superpowers. So, for example, we have a character called Graves. She's able to grab somebody, shove them into the ground, into the graves, or she can, if she's beaten up to near death, she can resurrect herself as a shambling, creepy corpse. Then after she battles, she fully resurrects it as her previous human form. So there's just amazing things. Scream Printer has many different tattoos on her, and she screams, the tattoos shake off of her, and as long as she's screaming, they can do battle. Now, obviously, with all these girls with crazy superpowers, you would expect Chicago to be destroyed rather quickly, or any other town where derby girls are at. However, refs neutralize derby girl powers. So derby girls, and can't stand refs. They're almost like refs are like the cops.
Oh, okay.
And derby girls are just the crazy rogues. Now, for example, you may have two derby girls battle each other, they're throwing each other through buildings, bruises, mayhem, fire, destruction. But then they realize they're on the same team at the very end, and they're hugging because they're happy sisters. So there's rivalry, there's drama, there's romance, there's chaos. That's why it's called roller derby drama. Now, it's going to be a lot of fun for people. My goal is to help promote roller derby to get it more into the mainstream again, like it used to be years ago. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to turn on the TV between Cisco Kid and Star Trek and see roller derby. Now, this was bank track. The current derby that I sponsor is flat track, Women's Flat Track Association, something else. The team that I sponsor is known as the Chicago Outfit roller derby team. And they're a bunch of incredible, fantastic girls. Their last bout is going to be in a few days. On the 24th of this month, they're going to be at the Windy City Field House. And I will also be there selling comic books, shaking people's hands, huckstering and having fun. And you will see this incredible team of ladies just battling for success. So you should be there. It's going to be incredible.
Very cool. What day was that again?
It's going to be August 24th. Be there.
Where
it's
again?
Only $15. Go to the Windy City Fieldhouse. If you can write this down, type in Chicago Outfit Roller Derby.com.
Very cool.
And you'll have a great time.
Who are they playing?
Other teams that are not even worth mentioning. Well, truthfully, some I don't know, but again, it's an incredible team that they're doing, and they're doing a double bout, so they're really going to be beating themselves to death. I'm also, as I mentioned, a sponsor for them, and I'm very proud of these girls. They started 5 years ago. Originally, the Windy City Rollers kept expanding teams. A few girls were like, hey, we want to play, so they organized a new team called the Chi-Town Sirens. Well, the Windy City the Windy City Rollers did not like the extra competition, so they invited all the Sirens back and said, we'll make sure you play. So the Sirens fell apart, but some roguish girls were like, you know what? We're gonna be a thorn in your side, and they named themselves the Chicago Outfit. So that's how that got started. On their 5th year, incredible team, rising up. In fact, last year I think they came in 5th nationally. And for a new team, that's incredible.
Very cool. Now, you said you owned a haunted house.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
The haunted house is kind of fun. It's called Zombie Annihilation. It's a fundraiser house, so we actually give money away to charities. It's going to be in the Casa Italia, which is in Stone Park, Illinois. You know where Route 64 is, North Avenue? Route 45, which is Mannheim. Well, if you go a little bit south of Mannheim to Sofel or to Division, you go west, and then you can find Casa Italia. In the month of October, we're going to be there. It's a trailer house haunt, where basically it's a bunch of trailers, and the theme is zombie annihilation. In this world, when you make it to our haunt, we treat you as a survivor. We're going to be training you in combat and research. Then we send you through the Tesseract corridor to battle what needs to be battled to take back the Earth. Will you survive? We don't know. We may even have military escort to send you through. And will they be taken out? Again, we don't know.
Very cool. I like to close my interviews with giving the person I'm interviewing the opportunity to tell something weird and wonderful about themselves, since my site is The Weird Review.
The Weird Review?
Yeah.
I can sound like a dialect.
Alrighty.
So I can do a little polyphony. One of the things I like about myself is networking, being able to talk to people, you know, other good awesome stuff, people interrupting me. I often, you know, I'm a nice guy, like as friends travel, I'm like, hey, come stay at my place, so I tend to have a very open house to people. Love life, enjoy children, and think this is an incredible planet spinning around the sun like a mad, mad ball of dust. The weirdest experience I've ever had? There are some very fun weird experiences, but the best weird experience was years ago when I was caricaturing. A grossly obese woman was walking by. And I said, hey, get your caricature done. And she replied, oh, I wouldn't fit on I wouldn't fit on the paper. And then I told her I wouldn't charge her for the second sheet. So she turned around, and I thought I was dead. She sat down and she said, can you draw me as if I were 120 pounds? And this poor thing was maybe 350 to 400 pounds. I felt her bones, you know like, and I drew her up, gave it to her. She stared at it and actually burst into tears. She then pulled out a photograph and said, this is what I used to look like. And the caricature looked like I drew from the photograph.
Wow.
A few years later, fast forward, I'm at a convention, and this, you know, fairly attractive woman comes up and starts talking to me. We have a conversation, and she looks familiar to me, and I'm not recognizing her. And she says, you know me. I'm going to give you a hit. Wouldn't charge for the second sheet. This woman had dropped to about 140 pounds from nearly 380, she told me. And what she said she did was she put that caricature on the refrigerator.
Oh.
She told me her boo-hoo story about miserable things that happened, and she binged ate, and she did that to comfort. And every time she felt, she said weak, and was about to open that door, she'd look at that caricature and then to put her mind elsewhere, and it helped her to lose the weight. And so my art changed somebody's life for the better.
Awesome.
And that's my weird but cool story.
That is awesome. Very cool.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And
you can check out my website, silverphoenix.net, or to learn more about the haunted house, it's DocZarvin.com.
Doc Zarvin?
ZARVIN.com.
Kind of like Marvin with a Z.
Yes, but even better, because it's for zombie annihilation. And our zombies are not an infection, it's possession from another dimension.
I'm gonna bring the wheels down.
Very cool.
Well, always remember you're loved and keep safe.
And from Wheaton, Illinois and the all-night flea market, this has been the Weird Review.
Weird Review.